All right, let's take a look at your question. And your name is Thaisa, and you're one of my students in my online TOEFL course called the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. And you have a question about writing. And let me adjust my video here. Okay, so your question is, I'd like to know if I'm on the right track in the writing part. I'd like to know if I can use someone's experience to write in question number 2 as I did in this example. I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to send this. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, why not? I mean, the question here is, many people learned a foreign language in their own country. Others have learned in the country of which it is spoken, which is better. Give the advantages of each and support your viewpoint. Now, this is interesting. Now, I want to take a look at your essay first, and then I'll take a look at part of what your question is. So based on the question you're asking me, you have to give the advantages, I think, according to what it says here, the advantages of learning a foreign language in one's own country. You have to also give the advantages of learning English in the country in which it is spoken, and then you have to support your viewpoint. Okay, so let's take a look at what you did. It says, in my view, learning a foreign language where it is spoken is better, and I feel that way for 2 main reasons. Okay, I'm going to say that based on the question that you have here, I do not think you're on the right track. According to the question, you should give the advantages first and then support your viewpoint, I think. So you went directly into your argument. So I think that your second paragraph, the purpose of the second paragraph, I think would be to talk about learning a foreign language in your country first. And then the purpose of the third paragraph is to talk about learning the language in the country in which it is spoken. And then in your fourth paragraph, you discuss why you think it's better to learn the language in the country it is spoken. Now, that's not what you've done in this particular prompt here. That's not really how you've organized the answer. So I'm going to say, based on your organization, you probably will not score very high in this essay. I'd put you in the middle, 2.5 out of 5. You're probably looking maybe 17 to 18 points out of 30 on this, just for the reason that you have not organized your answer around the requirement. So that would be my feedback there. Now, in terms of your question, though, can you use someone's experience? Let me take a look at what you did in the second paragraph, and then I'll answer your question. You say the person has higher contact with the language, meaning that the student will spend 100% of his or her time listening to the desired language. For example, I have 2 friends who are actually sisters that are taking French course here in Brazil because they both wanted to try a trainee in France. One of them had the opportunity to go to France 1.5 years earlier to study the authentic French course in the country, while the other did not, but she still stayed in Brazil taking her regular course. By the end of the 1 year in France, Camilla, the sister who got the scholarship, was speaking French almost fluently with good accent, very few mistakes, and unfortunately her sister did not have the same result, and she said she had a hard time to understand the French people once she got to France, because what she had learned in class was too formal and too slow, so it was not the real conversation. And that brings me to the second point. Now, to answer your question, this is very strong. Of course, the independent speaking task, Thaisa, the whole purpose there is to rely on your personal experience to help support the ideas that you're saying. So I think the example that you used was a very strong example to support the argument that you were trying to make. So to answer your question, yes, you can do that. And in this essay, it works very well. However, like I said a minute ago, your essay is not really organized around what you're being asked to do, at least according to the question that you put in the email. All right? Anyway, thank you very much for contacting me. I hope I've given you some good ideas in terms of addressing or directly addressing the writing task, and also I've given you some feedback on whether or not you can use personal experience to help support the argument you're trying to make. All right, have a great day.